Because we're going to present on stage Stevie Russ.
Right, hi, good evening. Just to let you know, this is actually my first time. So you need to be really gentle. I mean, you all remember your first time. It's filled with emotional, tenseness and... Anyway, you're my first, thanks. So anyway, yeah, I'm Stevie, and first thing I'd like to say, I'm going to come out right now and just get this out of the way. I'm a girl. Now, that might sound really, really fucking obvious. However, for all of you out there who may also identify as quite a boyish girl, reasonably short hair, jeans, so it's a thing you have to, it's a daily challenge. Okay, so going to the toilet as a boyish girl is a real nightmare, okay? So you do that whole, you get up, you think, I'm walking in, and I went in once to a bar, and as I saw on the left, there was girls. The type of girl in, the black flouncy dress, with the jeggings, with the flat shoes, with the belt that has a butterfly that does it just under the bosom. You know that dress, right? You've seen it all. So I walk in, and I think, okay. So, shoulders down, walking boldly to the cubicle. So there I am, and you get to the cubicle and there's no fucking lock on the door. So you do that whole, okay girls, you must have had this. Have you been to the toilet when there's no lock on the door? Fuck. So trousers down, or dress up, I'm not against girls and dresses. So you sit there, you're on the toilet, and you shut the door, the hand doesn't quite reach. So foot on the door, trying to piss in the toilet, not on your shoes or on your jeans. So you're there pissing away. So I'm there, hand and foot on the door, mid-flow. And then I hear, there's a man in the toilet. So I stop pissing to get a better ears on the situation. I'm like, have you ever tried to stop you pissing mid-flow and you're like this, hand, foot on door? So you're like, and then I can hear, he's got his foot on the door. Fuck, they mean me. It's like, holy shit. Okay, let's get this pissing thing done really quickly. Let's kick the door down. Let's get him out. Oh God. So you've got that dilemma where you think, now then, do I let them come in? I don't think this is a great situation to meet people for the first time. Okay, I'll confront them. I'll do this. So, stop pissing. Again, that's really hard to stop pissing. So, I open the door. Would you like to see my twat? And so the other three girls went back to preening, making themselves more orange, I don't know. And then this one girl who was, eyes on, just went, oh no, it's fine. I'm all about women should be able to express themselves, they can wear check shirts, they can wear dungarees, right on sister, votes for women. Right, can I go back to pissing? Yeah, that's fine. So I went back to pissing, again, still no lock on the door. So I eventually finished and I walked out, washed my hands, always wash your hands. So I walked out, and then as I was leaving, I overheard one of the girls say to the other one, to be fair, she has got massive tits. I mean, this whole, confusing people with the gender thing is a daily challenge. So, I was in a park one day, just walking around with a friend of mine who makes me look really feminine. So, there we were in the park, walking the dog. He's called Luke. We had that earlier. And I heard there were some kids over there being kids. And one of them said, is that a boy or a girl? Don't know, I think it's a girl. And the other lad went, I think that's a lesbian. Right on, brother, right on. So I'm pretty open about the fact that, I have relationships with women. And I really welcome people to ask me questions. I see it as my educational duty to answer questions, to inform the public. Lesbians. So the questions I get will tend to be, oh, you're a lesbian. Do you fancy me? No, you're a fucking minger. Or the next one will be like, oh, I bet you love going to the gym. All them women in Lycra getting changed in front of you. No, it's really, really awkward. I look like a lesbian. I can see women changing around me. He's fucking looking at me. So I get changed in the gym and I'm like, fucking eyes to the wall, you know, just not looking at anyone for fear of being labelled a lesbian pervert. I mean, I am anyway, but you have to get to know me on the second day. But that's not something you can tell by looking at me, right? So, you know, but people who are really bold, they'll be like, so what do you do in bed? Wow, it's a really good question. What do women who have relationships with other women do in bed? I don't really know. For me, it's mostly rubbing. I'm not gonna lie, it's mostly rubbing, wax on, wax off. And if I'm really pushing my boundaries, chicks dig it. But when I was much younger, I was bizarrely looked a lot gayer than this. It was spiky hair, leather jacket, check shirt, chain. That was all the thing in the early 2000s, the chain. So there I was with the girl I was tenderly loving at the time, and we found this book, The Joy of Lesbian Sex. So we opened the book, and me and the girl we were looking at the things in the book. Okay, so so we did this for a couple of minutes, and then we put the book down. We felt educated. We thought, mental note, try later. And then we were about to leave. Looked to my left, and there's a little old lady, purple rinse, little trolley. I was mortified. I thought, oh my God, she's just watched this semi-pornographic display of hand gestures to do in the bedroom with another woman. And the little old lady just said, oh, I've always wondered what you guys do in bed. So off we went. But no, generally, it's a real thing. I mean, try and define lesbian sex. What do you do? So you go, if you're straight, it's kind of easy. Like, knob in, knob out. We had sex, we did not fuck. Okay, it's really, really easy. If you try and portray that in a female girl-on-girl relationship, well, it's quite tough. Again, it's mostly rubbing, but how do you define when you have or haven't had sex? So I took a survey. I've asked most of my friends, how do you know when you've had sex with a girl? And I've had a couple of really bizarre ones I'm going to talk to you about. And the weirdest one was when somebody said, I don't know, but you know when you have. You were great. I just know. You know, you could just, that's a ridiculous definition. My other personal favourite is, it's not sex if you don't come. That's just crazy. So again, we'll put that into straight world. So, you know, you can imagine our Darren. I don't know why they're called Darren. Any Darrens in the audience? Okay, good. So there's Darren and there's Tracy. Any Tracys? Also good. So there's Darren, you know, giving it some. Tracy, balls deep. You know, doesn't believe in sex before marriage, but he's there. Margaret Thatcher on a cold day. Margaret Thatcher on a cold day must remain innocent. And she's there. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, you're the best ever. But because, you know, men are so good at making women come, I don't know how we have so many virgin births. But, you know, it doesn't really work. This whole doesn't come. If you don't come, it's not sex. Doesn't really work for me. Like I say, I don't really know how to define it, but I think I'm on the school of thought that says you know when you have, but really it's just mostly rubbing. No, really it is. Anyway, that's great. Thank you very much. You were my first. Okay, how was the rubbing? Anyway, thank you very much. I'm that good, yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's my husband at the back. I'm trying something different. You're faking it. Yeah, of course you are.